Hello everyone, I'm Sushant Kumar, a healthcare entrepreneur, founder and CEO of GeneFreeAthletics. We are a biotech company on a mission of building a disease-free world by decoding human biology. I'm sure our blogs and podcasts have been enlightening you about the importance of gut microbiome in keeping chronic disease at bay. To make sure you do not miss out any of our health-focused video and content, please hit the subscribe button. Today we are starting a special 7-day series of decoding your inner health. Through the course of this program, we will help you understand how your body works, how to run it optimally, and fix issues when something goes wrong without any collateral damage. We will also shed light on how decoding your gut bacteria composition can help you improve your health span and prevent chronic diseases. So have you or your loved one experienced any of these conditions? Have medication and fat diets worked to overcome these issues? Not really. Have you ever thought why? What is the root cause? It is microorganisms, trillions of bacteria living in our large intestine. Our bacterial community inside the gut consists of various microorganisms such as bacteria, fungi, yeast, archaea, and viruses. These bacteria impact our internal body systems such as immune system, digestive system, brain, nutritional absorption, metabolism, hormone production, emotional response, and even circadian rhythm. Before we move further, let me give you a brief of how food is metabolized in our body. When we eat food, enzymes in our mouth and saliva actually breaks down the food and it travels it to stomach, where our stomach acid aids in digestion of these foods. The food then moves to small intestine where it is digested, and the undigested portion moves to our gut or large intestine where it is metabolized by bacteria in our gut and either releases nutrients such as butyrate or toxins depending upon how our bacteria is interacting with the food. Understanding this mechanism can help us prevent occurrence of chronic diseases such as heart disease, irritable bowel syndrome, acid reflux, obesity, diabetes, and many more. When we do not feed beneficial bacteria in our gut microbiome is out of balance and it cannot metabolize the food we eat the way it should. This results in release of toxins such as lipopolysaccharides and gases such as ammonia, sulfide, and methane, which creates inflammation. This imbalance results in pattern of microbes in the gut which is different from those of healthy people. People suffering from these diseases sometimes have more or one of species or strains and sometimes less of them. Such prolonged inflammation leads to leaky gut or holes in our gut lining, which enables bacteria and harmful compounds to enter our bloodstream. This increased risk of chronic diseases such as obesity, cardiovascular disease, acid reflux, irritable bowel syndrome, and autoimmune diseases. This is a vicious circle. Gut dysbiosis leading to inflammation, which leads to leaky gut and hence chronic disease, and this goes on. This is something which you can see in your skin right now. So why does this happen? Imbalance in our gut bacteria, more of one species or less of one other species, antibiotics that create pressure on our intestine, genetic predisposition to various foods, stress which slows down our food mobility and digestive tract leading to indigestion, sugar that promotes inflammation, insulin resistance, and disturbs balance in gut bacteria. So how does stress leads to gut dysbiosis? Our gut and brain communicates with each other, which facilitates various life decisions, including our emotional and cognitive responses. Stress breaks this communication chain and leads to disturbance in digestive function, a starting point of various gastrointestinal and metabolic issues. We are generally told to ditch those junk and processed foods and eat healthy foods. These so-called healthy foods are promoted as the best way to improve our health. However, it turns out that there is nothing called healthy foods. Food healthy for some people may not be healthy for others. Even food which is healthy for you now may be toxic 3 months hence. For the next 7 days, we'll be discussing each category of food and how it impacts your gut bacteria equilibrium. So these are the food categories: green vegetables, vegetable oils, alcohol, animal protein and meat, low carb and low GI foods, preserved food and meats, excess protein. So the first food in the list is green vegetables. We have been told so many times that key to promote holistic health is that every meal should have green vegetables. However, as explained above in our discussion, outcome of food depends upon who are the guys or bacteria living in our gut and what they are doing with the food. Foods like spinach, beetroot may be healthy for your friend, colleague, or your wife, but may not be for you. It turns out that spinach and beetroot are high in oxalate, and can be broken down by bacteria known as oxidobacter. However, this bacteria is not active or not there in your gut. It will lead to an increase in level of oxalate and chronic inflammation, which can even lead to kidney stone, joint pain, gout, and arthritis. Similarly, broccoli may lead to inflammation. Broccoli is high in sulfur, and if our gut composition does not consist of bacteria that can break down sulfur, it may lead to release of sulfite gas, which can result in leaky gut and digestive issues such as Crohn's disease. Another food that we consider is peas. It turns out that it again depends upon your gut microbiome. If your gut microbiome has peak streak virus, it's said to infect peas and can lead to inflammatory responses. Similarly is the case with cabbage. So depending upon how our gut is metabolizing each vegetable, it may either give us nutrient or may increase our risk of diseases such as Crohn's disease, colon cancer, ulcerative colitis, gout, arthritis, IBD, and even leaky gut. That's all for today. In our next session, we'll be discussing about another food myth, vegetable oil. Until then, signing off, be healthy and safe.